Hey, what's happening, Wargamers? Here I am with another video for you guys. This time I'm going to be taking a look at a couple models. Going to be showing you a bit of an unboxing. Now, these ones are kind of exciting for me for a very specific reason. When I first got into the hobby long ago, it was shortly followed by the release of the Inquisitor 54mm scale game, as well as one of my favorites, as well as it seems a fan favorite of a lot of people in the hobby, for Inquisitor Eisenhorn. And I am very excited to say there is finally a tabletop miniature for it in the smaller heroic scale for the main game. Very excited to open this up. But that is not all. What else I'm very excited about is that I received this package in the mail today, and you can see right there there's a nice little wax seal on it. And this is from Artel Miniatures, and some of you guys have probably seen these advertised online through social media and whatnot. Very cool sculpts, very cool models, and he actually happened to put together Eisenhorn's team. So there's his whole staff of I guess adepts and team members and agents and whatnot, and that is what is in this box right here. And what makes this so exciting is that unfortunately they were hit with a cease and desist for making them, but I was able to get an order in just under the radar before it was announced, so very excited. So why don't we go take a look at the table and check out how these models look. So right off the bat we have the two different boxes, and I'm going to start with the Artel miniature ones, just because of the very fancy packaging. And unfortunately, I don't think there's a way I'm really going to be able to do this without damaging too much of it, because that wax seal is actually very cool. But it seems like it's pretty firmly affixed to the package. Oh, okay, there we go. We're just going to open that up, move this off to the side here. We got the nice little collectible miniatures thing. Open it up, and let's see what we got. Alright, so all very nice in their resin casts here. And I'm not going to go over too much of the other models. You guys will see them pop up on either the Facebook page or the YouTube channel, depending on when I get them all painted up. But some very cool stuff. So that's all of his team. And oh, I forgot about this one. Then this guy's actually an Orc War Chief. I won this in a random draw as part of their giveaways at the beginning of February. So very cool. You guys will definitely see him hit the channel or the Facebook page at some point as well. But very neat. So, but yeah, so very cool. So we're just gonna put these guys away for now. We're gonna keep Eisenhorn out because I am gonna show you a completed version of that model, simply just so we can compare them. But next up, we're gonna take a look at the official official Games Workshop one. So here we are, just getting it all out of the packaging here. And I have wanted one of these for a long time, so I'm very excited that they finally actually released one. So there we go. So, and you know, nice little touch. They're including the rules. You guys can probably find these either through the buying it or you know, the packaging or online somewhere. Not that I advocate that, but you know, if you look, you can find it. And here we are. So it is a fine cast, or at the very least resin. I don't know if they're using the same fine cast materials that they were years ago when there was a lot of complaints. I never personally found any of those. Well, I guess I can't say that complaints are unmerited, but I never personally encountered any of the problems aside from a bubble here and there. But yeah, there we go. That is the base right there. Very nice looking base. The model itself looks pretty clean, and even though it's heroic scale, I have to say the proportions are actually a lot better than we typically see for the heroic scale humans. I mean, a giveaway is that head right there. Oh, let's just see if I can bring it in closer. There we go. The head's just not as chunky as we usually see on the human heads. So very exciting. Very much looking forward to getting these put together. I'm going to quickly pop off camera and do that. I'm going to assemble both of them, and we'll take a look at the completed models. So here they are, both fully completed, and I gotta say there's some definite differences in the two of them. Just by looking at them, I'm sure you guys can probably tell which is which. So I'm gonna start with the Artel Miniatures ones, and right off the bat, I have to say, the scale of it, I love the model, I love the pose. The scale is a little odd. You can see that I had to do a little bit of green stuff in the middle there, and I gotta still fix that up a bit more. And that's just because the torso and the legs don't quite fit together right, so I gotta play around with that a little bit. It's definitely a more realistic scale than you get with the Games Workshop models, and like the pose is right, everything looks right. There's a little bit more flow to the robes, which I like. Now that is a Games Workshop base that I put on the bottom there just to give it a little bit more interesting look. But in general, it's a very nice model. I think it definitely fits the theme of it a little bit more. Some noticeable differences, though. Some things are played up a little bit more. Oh, the blue tack has fallen off there. Although the bolt pistol there is a little bit, it's a little bit smaller. It doesn't quite reflect the ornate nature of it. All in all, it's a very nice model. It was a lot easier to clean and prep. Although because of the difference in the torso and the legs, lousy blue tack, because of the difference in the torso and the legs, it was a little bit more difficult to put together as a result, though. All in all, though, still very nice model. I definitely look forward to painting it up, as well as the other ones that I got from that particular collection. Then we have the Games Workshop one. And right off the bat, you can see the heroic scale of it. I gotta get some new blue tack. This stuff keeps falling apart. So you can see the more heroic scale, the chunkier. You know, I'm just going to hold the model. And yeah, so it's a little bit chunkier. Like all of Games Workshop's resin stuff, I mean, it was kind of a pain to clean. The resin, there's so many offshoots of the resin casting process that it took a while to get cleaned up. But I have to say, there's a couple elements of this one I like a lot more. One of them is that his head is a little bit more forward-facing, which I really like. As much as I like the Artel one, there's something a little bit off about the head position and the way it's looking. This one just seems to have a little bit more of a direct gaze, which is nice. For whatever reason, I like the scroll casing a little bit more. It's just a little bit chunkier, and it just works a bit more. The bolt pistol, again, it has that ornate feel to it, more akin to what you would expect a gift from a Deathwatch Space Marine would be. As far as assembly goes, he was actually very easy to assemble. I did have to do a little bit of work to get the body piece to fit in with the rear cloak, but all in all, it wasn't too hard to do. I was really looking forward to both models. I can't say that I'm disappointed with either model, but I was ready to kind of give the nod to the Artel Miniatures model, but I think the Games Workshop one just, it edges out the Artel one just slightly, and I think that's more just from the years of experience with casting, design, and all that sort of stuff, and that it does fit a little bit more with the look of 40K models just in general. So all in all, I really liked both models. I really enjoy them. I'm looking forward to painting both of them for sure. And I would love to get my hands on the 54 inch or millimeter model of it, the Inquisitor scale one. So if anyone has one of those, definitely drop me a line at some point. But very cool models. And the fact that there's now rules for Eisenhorn in the game as well is really neat as well. Like he has the basic rules of the Inquisition, so he has the what is it, the Unquestionable Authority or something like that, which allows Imperial units to use his leadership. Very nice. He's got Barbarister, which is it's essentially a power sword that hits on his strength, but it causes D3 damage. But one of the nice things, it has a modifier of always adding 1 to hit, which is really nice. So even though he has a weapon skill of 3+, if no other modifiers are coming into play, he's going to be hitting on 2s, which really solid. With a -3 AP and D3 damage, he can chew through some things. His bolt pistol is slightly better with a -1 AP. But the really cool thing is his ability to summon a beefed up demon host. So I look forward to putting together a model for that one to accurately reflect shareable. But yeah, so there you guys go. That is Inquisitor Eisenhorn. So both the Games Workshop one and the third-party Artel Miniature ones, it was very exciting to actually have them both on the same day. That was very much not expected, especially considering I ordered the Artel Miniature ones before the official one was announced. So very cool, very excited. I'm looking forward to getting both of them up on the painting table, as well as getting that guy sort of fixed up a little bit more, as well as the rest of his team. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys have any comments, be sure to leave them below, and be sure to like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed what you see, because I will definitely be trying to put out more content, and the more interest I see, the more of these that I'll put together. And I will see you guys around. As always, happy wargaming!